Welcome to our class on career advancing secrets for those who are corporate citizens, who are professionals, and who want to advance our careers through hard work, through contribution, through meritocracy. Okay? And that's what this class is designed for. Okay? And those are the people that this class is designed to help. Now, if you so happen to be the opposite, okay, you don't want to do any work, and you want to go through life, and you're looking for a place whereby you can just get away with it by doing as little work as possible, by making no contribution, all right, by playing the system or what have you, this class is not for you, all right? You will learn nothing in this class, all right? So let's get started. People were truly loyal toward the corporation back in the 50s and 60s, and 70s, a bit of the 80s. Around 1990, it's all gone. What enabled their loyalty to the corporation? What made the loyalty disappear? Who was working back in 1990? Are we all millennials?
I was in high school, but yes,
Okay.
I was working.
Remember back then people say, I had a job I hate. Or, people say, older people say, I had a job I hate. What's the matter with you young people? I had a job I hate for 40, 50 years. I hold on to it. Right?
People stayed.
Yeah, people stayed, really stayed. They really wanted to stay. Right? Whatever they abused, they just took it. And then the life started after I retired. I'm going to buy a hard rock, I'm going to fix it. I'm going to buy a boat, I'm going to buy an RV, I'm going to follow the son, visit grandson. Right? Life starts at 65. Why was that the case?
A lot of those people lived through the Depression, or at least heard stories from their parents.
Yes. Culturally, okay. But what I'm talking, those were all contributing factors. But there's one thing that corporations did that gave employees loyalty, and then they stopped doing it.
Pensions.
Yes.
Pensions. Defined benefit pensions.
Yes. About 10% of the time, one of the students in the room will know. 90% of the time, nobody has no idea what I'm saying. Until I come out and say, oh, yes. You might want to write these two terms down. Pre-1990, the pension was called defined benefit. Post-1990, the pension was called defined contribution. Here's defined. By the way, is that a beer?
No.
What is it?
It's a soda from the soda place up here. What's that place called?
I have no idea.
Rocket Fizz. Yeah.
It'd be cool if it was a beer, but like, wow. Yeah.
It is. It's a
Yeah.
course.
Sometimes the hotel manager, if you teach seminars in the hotel, you got all kinds of crazy things. Sometimes the manager will bring me soda, bring me food. Us, like if you work in a hotel, right? Sometimes they'll bring like a fancy bottle of water, just water, and sometimes they say go get food, breakfast, just go get it. Okay, no. And sometimes you check into your hotel room, right? There is a cooler and a bottle of wine there waiting for you. I don't drink, so I thought, should I bring it in the seminar room, offer it as a prize? No, what if they get a problem on the way home? You know what I do? I take the next hotel and I give it to the hotel employee. I can't take it on a plane, so I'm driving to the next hotel, I'll give it, whichever employee helped me in the seminar room, I give it to him. Okay. You scratch my back, I scratch yours. So under defined benefit, this is pre-1990. Okay, this thing started around 1950, right? All those large legacy old corporations, the idea is you come here, be a good boy for the next 40, 50 years, give us your youth, give us your entire life. In return, we guarantee you with a pension when you return. From the corporation, not from Uncle Sam, okay? Not from society. Guaranteed pension, fixed dollar amount. linked with inflation. After you die, we'll pay until you die. After you die, we'll pay your wife until she dies. Everyone's like, what a sweet deal. Okay, sign me up. Problem here is the numbers not gonna work. Anyone here in the medical field? What do you guys do?
I'm office manager for an ophthalmologist.
Okay, what do you do?
Office manager for a GI specialist.
It's the fault of your people. Who told you to do such a good job? We just keep on living longer and longer and longer. Back in the 1950s, they were calculating we're gonna live for 2 more years after retirement. Sure, they can afford to pay 2 more years. You're gonna die. Your wife will live 2 more years. Why is it women are still living longer than men? What happened to people? Sorry? What?
What's the cause of death?
What's the cause of death? Suicide, workplace accidents.
Real quick.
What happened to equality? Your wife will live 2 more years, right? We can afford to pay, right? Today, people live on for another 40 years. The corporation's on the hooks to pay. The math just won't work. So around 1990, they stopped all of that. They switched to defined contribution. This is after 1990, defined contribution. This is how it works under defined contribution since 1990. Every month, the corporation cut out a certain amount from you are going to contribute yourself out of your own pocket, right? Before you even see the money, cut it out and contribute. Where does the money go?
Back, yeah,
Yeah, and then where does it go? Where does it really go?
back into the company.
No way.
Stock market.
Yes, which is what?
Gambling.
Right. Thank you for your honesty. It's bigger than Vegas, all right, and it's the biggest racket in the whole world. Even Al Capone, the Chicago mobster, correctly pointed out, told all his friends, don't get in the stock market. It's a bigger racket than mine. So you're forced to give them money to play, and the bankers will take your money and go play. They play in the casino, right? When they win, they keep the winning. You keep the original. When they lose, remember the 2001 financial meltdown? Who was there? Who remember Enron?
Sure.
Kanlai? Who has never heard of Enron Kanlai? Write it down. Go home and Google it. You remember Enron Kanlai? Yeah. The company was losing billions of dollars, so he would just play accounting fraud, all right? Make the company look like it was making billions of dollars. How many years do you think that can go on before the whole house of cards go psh? People were literally, not metaphorically, literally committing suicides. Broke down the entire stock market. I had a student in Bakersfield. He said, I was an Enron employee. It happened to me. I lost everything. My credit, his mortgage through Enron, my house, my money, my marriage, my wife, my kids, my car, it's all gone. I was wiped out, okay, 20 years ago. Broke down the entire stock market. Did they learn? No. Next thing we have the 2008 financial meltdown. This time they lose even bigger. Not only investors lose, taxpayers come bail them out. Remember, too big to fail, meaning I hold key choking positions. I'm ready to choke you. Yeah, that's what that means. Yeah. So nobody has any security or safety. Okay? Why should they? What's in it for me? Back then, I'll give you my youth, my whole life. Right? Before, also, back then there's more muscle work. Today there's more knowledge work. Pretty much everybody today is a knowledge worker. Even a UPS driver. Okay, I had a business for 13 years at UPS and FedEx coming in and out, so I understand the business very well. Even the drivers are knowledge workers. Their understanding of the route, how to, because they want to squeeze every second out of those drivers. And the experienced driver of that route can outperform the handhold machine that's calculating the route. I said, you follow the handhold machine? He said, no, I don't. I know. You know how like making right turns is better than making left turns? Yeah, those things. So today, with no pension, why should anyone give you their loyalty? Make no sense, right? Yeah. You heard of the French Foreign Legion? Yeah? Anyone has never heard of the French Foreign Legion? You all have, right? Why would a bunch of foreigners go fight, kill, and get killed for a foreign nation? No. Pay next to nothing. And the training is extremely tough. It's just human abuse. Why would anyone want to fight and get killed for another country? You gotta be non-French to join that place, right? You know, French men are so strong, they have other men do the fighting. What's in it for them? Huh?
Nothing?
Well,
Stability, maybe? That they're
now you're thinking, there's gotta be something, right?
Yeah,
Yes.
stability?
For starters, what sort of people do they recruit? Thugs?
Poor people?
No.
No, okay.
Criminals. Okay? After World War II, they just recruited a whole bunch of Nazis. Gotta find a place to hide. Go to French embassy's website. It's in English, right? Foreign Legion recruit. Perhaps something happened to you in your past. Perhaps there's something in your life you'd rather forget. Perhaps the government is trying to catch you. Right? You're on the run. You're fugitive on the run. You're a murderer. You're somewhere, okay? Perhaps you're looking for a new safe harbor, some place to, perhaps looking for another adventure. Yeah. You come here, we'll give you a fake French name with a new ID. French Foreign Legion is the only mercenary army that's legal in the whole world. Okay, and we'll give you a new French ID, and then you sign up for 20 years. And I think if you last 40 years, if you don't die, okay, usually these guys have no chance of reproduction. There are no kids. Okay, if you don't die at the age of 60 or something, when your body is all used up by the French Foreign Legion, continue to fight all the colonial wars. They used the French Foreign Legion to keep on occupying all those former French colonies in Africa. They say, you're free now, but France still runs your economy. You're banking everything, okay? If you don't like it, the Foreign Legion will be here, in a heartbeat. Yeah. At the end of your, whatever, 30, 40 years, you get a French passport, right? And we have a retirement village. All the old, disabled Foreign Legionnaires, they all go there to live out the rest of their days. You'll be taken care of, a nice nursing home. So think about it. I'm a thug. I killed 3 people in 3 different countries. They want to arrest me. Yeah. Here's a place I can go have some fun, right? No money. But then in the end, if I survive, I go to a nursing home. Or I don't go to jail. That's the whole psychology. That's the whole game. You got to give them something, right? Yeah. So you take away their pension, why should they be loyal to you? So you are a professional, okay? You have a skill. You have an education, which you invested a lot of time, energy, blood, sweat, money, student loan, okay, to obtain. And you are proud of your skills and your abilities. And you're willing to do the work, all right, in order to enjoy the benefit. And you are a corporate citizen, okay? You would like to build a career, to reap all the benefits, to be able to do the work, and to put your ability to use, okay, to contribute, and then enjoy the financial benefit for yourself, okay? So what's the secret? What's the secret to being able to advance your career, all right? As an individual contributor, okay? And you have no interest to climb the ladder to join the leadership, and nor are you interested in getting a job whereby you don't have to do anything, you just sit around there, and then you can never be fired no matter how little you contribute, All right. What's the secret? And then you're probably asking, what happened to the safe, secure jobs that my grandpa had from the past? What happened to it? Those kind of jobs with job security, all right, those only happened in first world industrialized, fully developed nations from post-World War II, okay, roughly 1945 to about 1990. It only happened to a very small number of people in mid 20th century, all right, and only in a very small number of countries, and then it was all gone. Okay, basically, it was pension reform that enabled and also changed everything. Okay, the pension reform happened around 1990. Pre-1990, the pension was called defined benefit. All right. Post-1990, the pension was called defined contribution. All right. So the difference is, let's say it's now 1950, and you're either 18 or you're 22, and you come to this giant legacy corporation to get a job. And then you got hired, all right? And then the corporation will tell you, great, okay, be a good boy and give us 40 years of your life. Give us your youth and give us your life, all right? And when you retire, when you reach 65, the corporation will give you a retirement, all right? This is not to be confused with Social Security or any other governmental arranged pension schema, okay? This is money from the corporation after you retire, all right? And then by the time of 1990, the math just doesn't work anymore, all right? So they switched to defined contribution retirement schema. What happens is after you retire, okay, under the defined contribution system, all right, every month you work, all right, the corporation will cut out a certain amount from your pay to contribute to your own retirement. And then 40 years down the road, when you retire, okay, how much money are you going to collect? And can you collect at all? We don't know, and we are not responsible for it, okay? Under the previous pre-1990 defined benefit scheme, how much you're going to collect is a fixed dollar amount and linked with inflation, all right? Under the defined contribution, okay, post 1990, it's how much you contribute that's defined, okay? How much you're going to collect when you get old and whether you're going to collect at all, the corporation is not responsible for it. Why is it? Because back then, around 1950, okay, most of us did manual labor work. And then by the time we reach 65, okay, the body is all used up. And given the medical technology at that time, okay, most of us lived for 2 more years after we retire, all right? So the corporation is able, financially able to pay. But today, okay, most of us are not doing manual labor work. Most of us are knowledge workers. And we're living longer and longer and longer, up to 40 years after our retirement at the age of 65. And the corporation is just not able to keep up with the ever-increasing amount of retirement payment, all right? That's why they got politicians to change the law, right, to offload that responsibility, offload that burden, all right? So as a result of pension reform, okay, corporation, they are no longer loyal to their employees. And as a result, employees are no longer loyal to their corporations, their employers. All right? Pre-1990, under the defined benefit, retirement system, and employees were looking for longevity. All right? Stay with the same corporation for life. And they got it. Okay? So job security, all right, longevity. If you don't screw up big time, you have your job security, and your promotion and salary increase is according to seniority. That's how many years you've been there, all right? And you had your job security, okay? And you're looking for longevity. Now, post-1990, post-retirement pension reform, there is no more longevity and there's no more job security, all right? Nobody is secure in their positions because of their seniority. The corporation, and then between the corporation and the employees, are very much just free market, okay? Corporations viewed employees as mercenaries at best. Even if you're a full-time employee on paper, but in terms of business arrangement, in terms of the psychology, corporations no longer viewed you as part of their family. Their corporations viewed you as hired guns, as day labor who is here for 5, 10, 20 years. Even though you've been there for 20 years, they still viewed you as a day labor, okay? You're no different from a plumber that you hired for the day to do the job, okay? So corporations have no loyalty towards employees anymore, and job security is gone, all right? So your job security is no longer how much you've been loyal to the corporation. It's no longer how many years you've been there with the same corporation. Your job security is now in your skill set. Let that sink in, okay? I'll say it again. Your job security now is with your skill set. Is how useful you are on the job market, how valuable you are on the job market. It's if my current employer were to go out of business, or if they were to shut down my division, my department, or to eliminate my position, all right, am I going to be out of work? All right, nobody wants me, or am I going to be highly sought after by many, many corporations? They would compete among themselves, okay, fight over themselves to come to hire me because of my skill set, because of my usefulness, because of my ability, okay, because I'm a hot commodity on the market. On the job market, okay? There's a reason why it's called a job market, because it's a free market. There are buyers and then there are sellers. People are here to buy your ability to help them to solve their problems, to serve their customers, to help them to make money. And your ability to help them comes in two parts. Your hard skill, okay, and your willingness to overcome challenges. Right? Your ability and your willingness to overcome challenges. That makes you hot on the job market. All right? So the traditional definition of job security, that's long gone. But you can now create your own job security, all right, which is your skill set, your up-to-date skill set, all right? And your track record of helping employers to solve problems. Okay? You don't want to get into a position whereby you've been with one corporation for a long time, and then due to seniority, all right, your salary has been increasing, all right? And then all of a sudden, okay, for reason beyond your control, the corporation that you've been working for 10, 20, 30 years is all of a sudden out of business. Or your division has been shut down. Your department has been eliminated. Or your team, your position has been eliminated. Okay? That is the worst nightmare, all right? That you should work to avoid having that happen to you. So what do you do to keep yourself marketable on the job market just in case and constantly? What do you do? Okay? This is what you should do. All right? Whenever you accept a position, a job, decide to work for a company, or even to accept a project to work on, okay, you should always have your eye for your resume in your mind, okay? How will this job and how will this project, okay, help me to look good on my resume? And you should also, okay, toggle between working for large corporations and also working for very little tech startups, or just any kind of startups, or just any kind of a small companies. Let me say that again, okay? You need to have experiences working for corporations, big and small, okay? But you should try to get positions and work experiences in corporations as large as possible. Okay, it's a rite of passage. It's something that you have got to experience. All right. Next, you should always view the corporation that you currently work for as a vehicle. All right, to get to where you need to go. Okay, as the bus you're trying to catch to your destination, as the Uber, the taxi you're trying to catch to get to your destination. All right, as the airplane that you're trying to catch, a commercial flight to get to your destination. All right, the subway train that you're trying to catch to get to your destination. It's not the destination in itself, all right? It's not the house you bought, but rather it's the hotel room that you have rented for the night. And your approach, okay, your attitude with the corporation, okay, should have the following two parts. The first part, okay, is this is the list of my existing skills that I'm bringing with me, okay, for this position at this corporation. I know how to do these things, and I'm willing to do the hard work to overcome whatever challenges that life will throw at me. All right? So this is what I bring. And I am not doing this in exchange for salary. The pay is secondary, all right? Yes, the higher the pay, the better, but the pay is secondary. What is primary, okay, what's number one in exchange that I want is what sort of learning opportunity am I going to obtain from this corporation, from this new job that I am accepting to sign up. I will not sign up for a dead-end job, okay? I'm always signing up for a job that not only provide me with as high of a salary as possible, but more importantly, what learning opportunity am I being provided with by this new job? All right? It's a good thing that I'm earning. Okay? It's a good thing that I'm earning, but how am I going to earn 20 years down the road? That is more important to me, okay? Because I'm already earning, I can earn with my current existing skill set and my willingness to endure whatever challenges, all right? I can get jobs at many corporations, okay? And the one who is going to win out, all right, since you guys are competing against each other to fight over, for me, my selection criteria for you is you offer me a learning opportunity, all right? So in a way, okay, not only corporate job, corporate life, okay, is a rite of passage, all right? You also should stop viewing it as the end-all be-all, the destination, all right? I finished university, now I should be given a safe, secure job in which I will be coasting for the next 40 years. No, that's so pre-1990. Your new attitude, your new approach, okay? And here's the secret, is you should view a job with a corporation as going to school and get paid for it. So instead of having to pay the school with a tuition fee, instead of having to get into a student loan debt that spend the next 40 years to pay off, you should view a corporate job as continuing to go to school, all right, but get paid to go to school. So you contribute using your existing knowledge, okay? You contribute using your ability to overcome challenges. You get paid, and then you get to learn. Learn in the real world. Whatever the challenge the corporation is facing, and whatever new technology, new system, new something that you have not done before, you have no experience, okay, up to this point, all right, you should try to get yourself onto those projects, those learning opportunities, all right? And many smart corporations, they also realize this. They know this is how they get to attract and keep their best of the best employees, all right? The best employees is no longer someone who's been here for a long time. The best employees are those who are constantly challenging themselves to learn more so they can do more. Think about this from the corporation's point of view, all right? What's going to happen to a corporation if they have attracted a bunch of employees? The overwhelming majority of their employees are the sort of people who don't want to learn anything new. What's going to happen is this corporation will lose its competitive edge. The competing corporation will come up with a new product, a new service, a new way to make customers happy. Okay? And they will drive you, the corporation you work for, out of business. This is why smart corporations, successful corporations, they like it that you want to learn. You want to do things you have never done before, and you want to do it at the place you're working for. Okay? And to the point that some of these smart corporations, they like it when you tell them that you're going to school, okay, after hours. All right? Some of these corporations, they like it so much they will help you financially with your schooling endeavor after hours. Okay? Some of these corporations, they liked the fact that you're learning so much, okay? Upon completion of whatever your schooling endeavor, all right, they will reward you. Isn't that a win-win situation? All right? You get assisted with your schooling effort, and then they not only they get to keep an employee who is smart, who is learning, okay, and they get to have better and better employees. Their own existing employees are constantly bettering themselves, upgrading themselves, making themselves more capable at helping the corporation to make more money. That is a win-win situation, win-win arrangement. All right? So the secret here is it's all about your own skill set. All right? That is your job security. Your job security is your skill set, is your most updated skill set, which will make you a hot commodity on the market. There's going to be a bidding war, all right, to compete amongst corporations to hire you to go work for them. And then when you go work for them, okay, you should have two criteria. First one is I bring my existing skill. Okay, I'm willing to overcome challenges to help the corporation to make more money. And the second part is, hey, corporation, what are you doing to help me in return? Salary? Well, that's given. Okay, that's taken for granted. Okay, with my hot skill set, all right, I can get the same salary elsewhere. So what learning opportunity are you offering? From schooling to learning in the real world, all right? So I can earn money 20 years down the road, okay? So that is secret to career advancement, all right? And also, when you finally do jump ship, no party will last forever, all right? Sometimes after 3 years, after 10 years, all right, there is no more opportunity for you to learn. You have learned so much. You have learned everything that this corporation is able to help you to learn, to teach you, okay? You have to go somewhere else, all right? And to the corporation, they don't view it as disloyal, as in defection, all right? Because the corporate higher-ups, all right, they view it as connection lasting forever. Because if you've been there for 3 years, 10 years, and you have been a good employee, they like you. And they want to keep you in their professional networking network forever. And you should also keep them in your professional networking network forever. All right? And then everybody helps everybody. You might continue to work in the same profession, but in different industries. And then you are still connected with the old colleagues and your old bosses. And then you are now working for different industries, and you can still get together and share the wisdom, share what you learned further down the road, and help each other. When you help each other, everybody benefits. So those are the secrets to career advancement as a corporate citizen, okay? And the notion of looking for a job whereby I can just do as little as I can and get away with it, that is just so not helpful and is just so outdated, all right? In today's world, okay, that notion is not going to get you very far, and it's a defeating sort of way of thinking, and nobody benefits from this way of thinking. Okay? And the way you win is by constantly challenging yourself to learn more so you can do more, and so you can contribute more. So employers will compete amongst themselves to come to hire you because you can help them to make more money. All right? I wish you the best.